Dear students, welcome to our official YouTube channel of Hasmukh Goswami College of Engineering. I, Professor Bhumika Lehua from Electronics and Communication Department. And today my topic is SCR, which is covered in the power electronics subjects, and it is covered in electronics and electrical department. So in this session, I will cover very most important topic of electronics, that is SCR. Now the full form of the SCR is silicon controlled rectifier. Okay, now it is the family of the thyristor. Thyristor has a number of power devices, but out of there are SCS, SCR, triac, diac, MCT. So the number of devices are included in the thyristor family. But out of this all the family members, the SCR is the very most popular devices is used. Why? Because there are number of features are available in the SCR. So first we will start from the features of the SCR. So first features is it's the oldest family of the thyristor. So these SCRs are developed in 1957 in electrical general power lab. Okay, so it is the very most popular as well as it is the oldest family of the thyristor. That is the first reason. Second is it's a current controlled device. Means this device can on and off by applying the current. So it depends on the current. So it's a current controlled device. Third, it acts as a only switch, but it is not act as an amplifier because it will operate on only the forward bias and it cannot operate on a reverse bias. Means it is working as a only switch. It cannot used as a amplifier. Fourth feature is it's a latch device. Means in some of the instance this device is off state, but after certain time it will be on by applying the some voltage. So it will convert the state from the off state to the on state. So it can say that it is the latch device. Okay. Now the next one is its on state voltage drop of SCR due to its structure of the SCR. The on state voltage is very low. So this is the most important features of the SCR. Now the next features of the SCR, it's the highest power handling capacity and it can carry the highest current capability. So the power handling capacity of the SCR is the very large compared to the other devices. So that's why it is the most popular. So these are the features of the. Next is the symbol of SCR. Okay. So the symbol of SCR is somewhat similar to the normal PN semiconductor diode. So the symbol of semiconductor diode is this one. So this is the P, that means it's anode terminal, and this one is the N, that means it's a cathode terminal. Now the difference between the SCR symbol and the PN diode is only the third terminal are inserted, that is known as the gate terminal. So the basic difference between the PN diode and the SCR is only this third terminal, gate terminal. Okay. Now this is the negative terminal and this one is the positive terminal. Okay. Now the voltage between the anode and cathode is known as the VAK. That means the voltage drop across the anode to the cathode. Now suppose what are the direction of this SCR? So suppose I am applying the anode current. So the direction of the anode current is this way. And suppose I am applying the gate current, then the direction of the gate current is in this direction. So these are the direction of the SCR and the symbol of SCR. Now the next topic is the structure of the SCR. So SCR is the multi-layered devices and the structure of the SCR is this way. It's a 4-layer devices. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And this is the P plus, P1 plus, N1 minus, P2 and N2 plus. So this is the 4-layer devices. As we know, in PN diode only 2-layer devices. And suppose we are drawing the transistor, then it is the 3-layer devices. Okay. So the basic difference between the transistor and the diode is that it's a multi-layer devices. That means it's a 4 layers devices. Okay. Now as we know it has the three terminal. So the first terminal anode is connected at this layer and it is positive terminal. Same way the cathode terminal is connected to this layer and it's a negative terminal. And as we know from the symbol, there is a gate terminal and these three terminals are accessible by the user and this third terminal is connected to this P2 layer. Okay, so we can say that SCR is the 4-layer devices, it's a 3-terminal devices, as well as there are 3 junctions, junction 1, junction 2 and the junction 3. So junction 1, junction 2 and the junction. So there are the 3 junctions are available in a SCR. So it's a 3 junction, 4-layer and 3 terminals are used in a SCR. Now there is a most important difference between the transistor and the diode is that in SCR this first layer, that is the P1 layer, and here it's a plus sign is indicated. That means it's a highly doping. It's a highly doped layer. That means the more number of the impurities are added to the P-type material. Okay. Same way this layer, second layer, is the minus sign is indicated. That means there is a lightly doping in this layer. Means the impurities are added, it's a very light. Same way this is the P2 layer and there is no sign is present on a P2 layer. So that means it's a moderate layer. That means there is no extra amount of the impurities are added to the material. Okay, and same way this is the N2 plus layer. That means there is also extra high impurities are added to the N-type material. So it's a highly doping layer. As we know, if I am doping more number of the impurities, that means its conductivity is increasing more. Okay, so this is the main difference between the SCR and normal. Okay, now the next topic of this, biasing of SCR. Now as we know, we have to apply the biasing to the SCR. So first we will understand how SCR is operated in the forward bias. Now as we know, this is the structure of the SCR and this is the forward bias is connected. That means the plus terminal of the battery is connected to the positive terminal of the anode. Same with the negative terminal of the battery or this cell is connected to the negative terminal of this structure. Okay, so this is the forward biasing. Now how the SCR is operated in the forward biasing. So see here, in forward biasing, this P1 layer is positive with respect to this and this N1 is the negative. So this junction J1 acts as a forward bias. Okay, so junction J1 acts as a forward bias. Same way, this N2 layer is connected to the negative terminal of the battery and this P2, ultimately P2 is connected to the positive terminal of the cell. So it also acts as a forward bias. So out of these 3 layers, J1 and J3 both are working as a forward bias. But as we know, this N1, that is negative, is connected to the positive of this cell. So it is in a reverse bias. So the junction J2 acts as in the reverse bias. So if suppose biasing we are applying to SCR is the forward biasing, when this junction J1 and J3 both are act as in a forward bias, but only junction J2 act as in a reverse bias. Now what happens when the junction is working is in a forward bias and reverse bias? As we know, when we are connected any devices into the forward biasing, then this depletion region should becomes very less. But when it is connected into the reverse biasing, then this depletion region will be larger and larger. So what happens in this structure, this junction J1 become very small whenever we are increasing this anode to cathode voltage. So these two junctions J1 and J3 are becomes very less. But same way junction J2 becomes very large because it is working in the reverse bias. So the current cannot pass from anode to the cathode because all the voltage appears across the junction J2. So the junction J2 cannot pass current through the SCR. So we can say that in forward bias, the blocking capacity is totally depends on the junction J2. Until and unless when the junction J2 is break, when the anode to cathode voltage is certain amount of the voltage, then junction J2 is break, and this breaking voltage is known as the forward breakover voltage, and then all the current is flowing from the anode to the cathode and SCR is turned on. Now suppose this forward biasing and this configuration I am plotting on a characteristics of the SCR. So see here, this is the characteristics of SCR. In x axis I draw VAK, anode to cathode voltage, and on the y axis anode current. So see here, in forward bias, when the voltage is increasing, then there is no current flowing through the SCR, but current is flowing through only the minority carrier charge. So whenever I am increasing the anode to cathode voltage, small amount of the current is flowing through the SCR, that is very small. But when this junction J2 is break, due to the breakover voltage, then whole amount of the current is flowing through the SCR. So that amount of the voltage is known as the forward breakover voltage. Okay, and large amount of current is flowing through the SCR. So up till now very small current is flowing, but this amount of current is not the amount of this current which turn on the SCR. So this stage is known as the forward blocking stage. Why? Because in this stage current is flowing, but certain amount of voltage, certain amount of current is not flowing which turn on the SCR. So this stage is known as the forward blocking stage. But when this junction is completely break down, and at this moment, so large amount of current is flowing and which turn on the SCR. So suddenly there is a large amount of current is flowing. But at this condition, anode to cathode voltage is very small and the large current is flowing. So in this stage, SCR is turned on. So it's called as the forward on state. This stage is known as the forward on state. So what is the basic difference between the forward blocking stage and the forward on state? In forward blocking stage, there is a current is flowing, that is minority, due to the minority charge carrier, but that amount of current is not generated, so the SCR is turned on. But at this level, when the large amount of current is flowing, so the SCR is turned on. So that stage is known as the forward on state. Now our SCR is suddenly change its state from the off state to the on state. So this is the stable state, and this one is also stable state. So it will change from the on state to the off state. So it's called as the transition state. So this one is called as a transition state. So these are the modes of the operation. First, your SCR is operated on a forward blocking state. Second is it's a transition state because it work in the off state to the on state. So conversion from the off to on is known as the transition state. This is the second mode of the operation. And the third mode of the operation is the forward on state. In this condition, high amount of the current is flowing and SCR is turned on. Okay, so this one is the forward on state. And in this whole condition, we cannot apply any current at the gate terminal. See here, this is the Ig is equal to 0. So these characteristics is only when the SCR is working in a forward bias, but when Ig is equal to 0. So this is the characteristics of SCR, but Ig is 0. Means SCR have to wait up to the forward breakover voltage. After the breakover voltage, then and then SCR can turn. So up till now, we will see that we are not applying any Ig current. That means Ig is equal to 0. Now suppose I am applying in the forward bias, we are applying the Ig current. So if I am applying the external power supply and it is also in the forward bias to the gate terminal, okay, then whenever I am increasing the gate current, it will also reduce the anode to cathode breakover voltage. Okay, so if I am increasing the anode to if I am increasing the gate current, it will reducing the anode to cathode voltage. So this one is the Ig1 suppose. Suppose I am also again increasing the gate current, that is Ig2. Then it again reduce the forward breakover voltage. Okay, so we can say that if I am increasing gate current from 1 to 3, then the breakover voltage is also reduced continuously. Okay, so that means this gate current is most important current in the SCR, which will help to SCR turn on in earlier. So this gate can control the SCR. Okay, so that's why it's known as the controlled rectifier. That means this gate is control this whole the SCR. Okay, now what is the magical thing in SCR is that whenever the SCR is turned on and suppose I am removing this gate current, then this SCR is continuously turned on without gate terminal. Means to turn off the SCR there are various methods are used. Now we will see what happened in biasing is applied in the reverse. Okay, now the next biasing of the SCR is in the reverse bias. Now suppose this SCR is connected in the reverse bias, that means the negative terminal of this supply voltage is connected to the anode terminal and the positive terminal of this cell is connected to the cathode terminal, that means in the reverse bias. So this anode current is more negative with respect to the cathode, so this SCR is working in the reverse bias. Now what happened at the junction J1, J2 and the J3? Now see, this is the P1 plus layer. Now this is connected to the negative terminal of this cell. So this junction J1 is act as in the reverse bias. Same way, this junction J2, this negative terminal is connected to the negative terminal. So it will act as in the forward bias. And same way, this positive terminal and N layer is connected to, this negative terminal is connected to this positive terminal. So it also act as in the reverse bias. So it is somewhat opposite in the forward bias condition. In the reverse bias condition, the junction J1 and J3 both are working in the reverse bias, but the junction J2 is working as in the forward bias. So what happened? This forward bias, this depression region should becomes very less whenever I am increasing the anode to cathode voltage. But this junction J1 and J3 becomes very larger and larger whenever I am increasing the anode to cathode voltage. So the blocking capacity of in the reverse bias condition that totally depend on the junction J1 and J3. So the junction J1 and J3 is used to in the blocking capacity of reverse bias. Now this structural representation, suppose I am drawing this structural representation in characteristics. So in reverse bias, as we know, some of the reverse leakage current is flowing in the reverse bias condition. So the small whenever I am increasing the small amount of voltage, then the small reverse leakage current is flowing. But up till now the SCR cannot be turned on. Now whenever the average breakdown is occur, at this moment reverse breakdown is occur, then the large amount of the current is flowing through the SCR. So this large amount is current is flowing through the SCR because of the avalanche breakdown. Now at this location the voltage anode to cathode voltage remains constant. Now in this condition there is a large amount of current is flowing because the avalanche process is occur. Okay, so it can damage the SCR. So we cannot use these characteristics or this stage for the SCR because it damaged the SCR. So up till now there is no current there is a very small current is flowing. So that state is known as the reverse bias blocking state. Reverse bias blocking state. So in this characteristic there are the four total states: forward blocking state, transition state, forward on state and the reverse blocking state. So this is the operation of the SCR. And the last thing is that whenever this SCR is turned on, and that current is known as the latching current. Now the latching current is nothing but it's the minimum anode current is required to turn on the SCR. Okay, so this is known as the latching current because SCR is change state from the off to the on. So it's a minimum anode current to turn on the SCR. So for the turn on the SCR, we must apply the latching current. Now the next current is the holding current, and always holding current is below than the latching current. So once the SCR is turned on, then we must apply the holding current. Then and then SCR can turn on. So the holding current is nothing but it's a minimum anode current to turn off the SCR. Means whenever I am applying the any anode current which is less than holding current, then the SCR is turned off. So it is holding current is related to the off state and the latching current is related to the on state. So for the turn on the SCR we have to apply the latching current, but to turn off the SCR we have to apply the below. So in this session I will complete the structure of the SCR, symbol of the SCR, features of the SCR, as well as the biasing of the SCR and the IV characteristics of the SCR. Thank you for watching my YouTube lectures, and also please like it, share